Hi everybody, how was my last tutorial part about a small introduction to cases and especially the nominative case in the German language? Do write your reviews in the comments section. Now let's have a look at another case in the German grammar, which is the accusative case. So moving on, in my previous tutorial part, you have seen that in the nominative case, we place importance on the subject of a German sentence or a question. Whether there is one subject in that sentence or question or more than one subject, we are placing importance on one particular subject in a German sentence or question. In the accusative case, however, we place importance on the direct object of the sentence or question. Now, like the subject, which can be a person or a thing, as you have seen in my previous tutorial part, the direct object can also be a person or a thing. And this direct object is having the action done to it by the subject. In the nominative case, we use the questions where or sometimes we for persons, but this where becomes wen in the accusative case for persons. However, the question was is used for things in the nominative as well as the accusative case. So let's have a look at some examples. Wen sucht der Manager? Der Manager sucht den Sekretär. Wen this time is whom in English. Whom is the manager searching for? The manager is searching for the secretary. And for a male secretary, Sekretär, because female secretary is Sekretärin. And note also that the definite article der is changing to den. Wen sucht die Frau? Die Frau sucht die Verkäuferin. Whom is the woman searching for? The woman is searching for the saleswoman. So D in the question and the answer will be the same. Wen sucht das Kind? Das Kind sucht das Mädchen. Whom is the child searching for? The child is searching for the girl. Now the article das also remains the same in the question and the answer. Then in the plural, wen suchen die Polizisten? Die Polizisten suchen die Kriminellen. Or die Polizisten suchen die Verbrecher. Whom are the police officers searching for? The police officers are searching for the criminals, which in German can have two words. Der or die Kriminelle is a singular person, either male or female, and in plural it is Kriminellen with the N at the end. But we also have another noun for a criminal, which is der Verbrecher. So if it's a female criminal, it's going to be die Verbrecherin, and in plural, this noun remains as it is and it will be die Verbrecher to mean either many male criminals or many female criminals. This noun comes from the verb Verbrechen, which is to commit a crime. Then for things, was braucht der Koch? Der Koch braucht den Topf. What does the chef need? Or what does the cook need? The cook needs the pot. So the pot in which you cook something. Der Topf, singular. Die Töpfe, plural. One pot, pots. Was sucht die Lehrerin? Die Lehrerin sucht die Klasse. So what is the teacher searching for? The teacher is searching for the class. Was kauft das Mädchen? Das Mädchen kauft das Kleid. What is the girl buying? The girl is buying the dress. Now note that this noun, Kleid, can sometimes be confused with another noun in German, which is die Kleidung. Die Kleidung refers to clothes, but das Kleid is a dress. Plural, die Kleider, many dresses. Was verkaufen die Studenten? Die Studenten verkaufen die Getränke. What are the students selling? The students are selling drinks. So it is das Getränk, one drink. Die Getränke, many drinks. Also, most verbs in the German language use the accusative case. So not only the verbs that you have seen in this table, suchen, brauchen, kaufen, and verkaufen, but also many other verbs that I showed you in my previous tutorials but did not mention at that time that those verbs also use the accusative case. And those verbs were buchstabieren, which was to spell the name, arbeiten, to work, machen, to do, haben, to have, sprechen, to speak. Then also fragen, to ask, bestellen, to order, like you saw in my previous tutorial, to order something on the internet. Ausfüllen, to fill out some form or some piece of paper, which you also saw in my previous tutorial. All these verbs that I've listed use the accusative case, and I will in the coming tutorials show you examples of how these verbs appear in a German sentence or question using this accusative case. Please note that another way to recognize that the accusative case is being used, apart from the fact that it uses the question wen and certain verbs that I've mentioned, the other way to recognize that this case is being used is to see that in this case, the definite and indefinite articles, the negation word kein, the personal and the possessive pronouns, as well as adjectives, can all change their endings in the masculine form. So here also you have seen that the objects being talked about, which were persons, Sekretär, Verkäuferin, Mädchen, Kriminellen, or the objects were things, Topf, Klasse, Kleid, Getränke, but these objects changed their forms for the masculine form. So der became den. But for the rest of the genders, the forms remain the same. Also, in my last tutorial part, I will show you particularly how these articles and the negation word kein changed their forms in the accusative case. That was all for today. Do stay updated for part 3 of this tutorial. Thank you.